Today's Disney Wonder Found Days review, I'm gonna take a look at Sword in the Stone. And it's an interesting one because there were two reasons for me to include this. One is Once Upon a Studio inspired me to include it when I saw Merlin because I never heard of this character and tried to look up from who he is from, but I don't know but I couldn't find anything until I saw a video from Action Flash where he made a custom version of Arthur from Sword in the Stone, and that's why I found the character. And so, months later, I decided to include it for a Disney Wonder Found Days countdown. And after that, is the movie any good? Yeah, I think this movie is pretty underrated. It's probably the most underrated Disney movie alongside Hercules. It's very interesting in which Merlin chose Arthur as the king of England, and they go to different crazy things. There's turning into animals like fish or squirrels, and both times crazy things happen. Whereas the fish, uh, fish Arthur gets attacked by this weird fish until the owl, who has been quite a jerk to Arthur to the movie, saves his life, and then later their rivalry gets more better in it. And then as squirrels, the female squirrels keep hitting on them but run away from them until they become human again and they leave them alone. Those two things were pretty humorous. Just I did not expect that to happen, but whatever. If movies is a movie, and they did it in a very weird way, honestly. And also Arthur is being chased by a werewolf in the first two acts of the movie, and the way the wolf fails to do so is pretty hilarious. Where he was about to chase him, but after Ward walked away from it, he gets attacked by rocks and lakes, which they do it in a very, very interesting way, honestly. But in the comedy, I thought this movie was pretty interesting. I thought the animation looks really good. This was made around the time where the animation is like a little different because it was similar animation as 101 Dalmatians and what was that movie that I just watched? I forgot. But that's what's released around that time, where the animation was of Disney was a little different than they was before with Snow White and Cinderella and stuff like that. And I thought the characters were pretty cool, were pretty good. I thought Merlin was a very, very cool character. Honestly, where he has a lot of great personality and a great friendship with Arthur. And his design is pretty cool, kind of like a more colorful Gandalf, honestly. And that he can travel to the future is pretty interesting idea, honestly. Especially that it was told at the end, which I will probably unfortunately give away. I mean, since it's the title of the movie. And I thought there was pretty okay as well, honestly. And I thought Madam Mim was a very fun minor villain, honestly, especially when she fights Merlin at the end, where they transform into different animals and attack each other until uh, Lamb Merlin defeats Rhino Madam. Oh, no, wait, no, that's not how it happened. It was because of illness, honestly, of Madam. Um, and I thought the ending in which Arthur becomes the king after pulling the sword out of the stone, was a pretty epic scene. I mean, not only is that the title of it, but also kind of like the whole point of the movie, where when the sword gets pulled out of the stone, someone becomes the king. And once Arthur did, he becomes the king. And it's only at the end of the movie, but I think it's best to end the movie on that. Because watching it, because before that happened, I was like, where's this sword of stone? It's like, because nothing has been going on with it for the most part until the ending happened where they bring it, the Sword of Stone thing. So, yeah, I thought that the ending was a pretty epic way to end the movie. So, yeah, so I thought Sword in the Stone had great humor, interesting characters, and a pretty epic ending. So, yeah, it's quite underrated.